We live, fellas.
I ain't gonna probably too. Yep. Sitting up. You on?
We live.
Instagram?
Yep.
Need to get one of them new,
Peace, family. Peace. Allah for y'all need.
I do plan. You talking to me or the people?
The people.
The people. We have viewers. All right. Going over here. Leave that. Move that. Well, I said, my wife will 2 seconds. He's dead.
As soon as she walked through the door, bam!
Well, are you ready?
Come on. We ready. I'm just.
You ain't in the main shop. Yeah. All right. Anywhere. We got people here. Welcome to the Owl Show. It's number 4.
Episode 4.
Episode number 4.
We moving on up like the Jefferson.
Moving on up. To the east side. To the deluxe apartment in the sky. So we give thanks for all the people who been supporting the show. Viewers, we had some people at our ceremony yesterday that were talking about the show and giving acknowledgement to the show. So thank everybody for coming, watch the show and be with us on Sundays. This is our 4th episode. We do have our YouTube page up. That will be the Owl Show on YouTube. It's actually going live now. So subscribe, like,
comment,
and share the Owl Show. So today, we're coming off a huge week of spiritual work, prayer, classes, interacting, kicking it, sharing, learning, drumming, celebrating. We just celebrated our Ifa festival for Eromasuka, Erosuka, Odu Erosuka, and Odu Oselope. And basically, it's just a celebration of an initiation to mark the year of a person's priesthood. So all the priests came, all the people came from different Ilays. It was a great show of unity. There was Ile Hassan, Rasham was here in the building, his crew, family, Ile Ori from Greenbrier Mall, Yari Shabani and Niola, Iya Yorinde, and their family, Iya Oshotinibu, Tiwalade was in the building, Oyotunji Village family was in the building, our Cuban Matanzas family was in the building. And a lot of new faces, which was good to see as well. yeah, basically we turned up yesterday. Turned up for the Orisha. So I want to give thanks for everybody who came by, sent their donations in, picked up chairs, went and got cakes, brought water, beer, food, the people that cleaned the animals, gutted the animals, butchered the animals, cooked up the kale salad, everything. All the drummers that came, Baba BC, Aya BC, Enoch from Ayalade, all of our wives that came and supported us, and, gave their time and energy for it to be a successful festival. Hey, babe. I did it first. Hey, babe. Yeah. Yeah, so, it's important that we celebrate the tradition. It's important that we celebrate people while they're here. Tell people that we appreciate them, show them that we appreciate them. A lot of times you don't see like Oduns going in the community. And we do it as an example to encourage people to celebrate their priesthood, celebrate their godfathers, celebrate their godmothers. That gives the priest more energy and more inspiration to keep going, because you deal with a lot in the community. You deal with a lot of trauma, trouble, BS, a bunch. So, when the community comes and put their hands in to make something happen for one of the priests, it really makes a big difference in your outlook for the upcoming year. And everybody's blessed, with the ceremony. So yeah, but it's a lot of work. When you go on YouTube, you may see drumming, singing, dancing, you see the celebration. But behind the scenes and beforehand, there's so much spiritual work. So there was a young man that was working with us this week. And he never held a chicken before. So tough young man. He's had a pistol, he's been out training in the woods, all this kind of stuff. But when he held the chicken, you can see shaking, he's nervous. I'm like, yo, bro, so you can do this and do this, but when you hold a chicken, you're nervous. Have you ever touched a dog? He said, yeah. You ever petted a cat? Yeah. But this is just another animal, it's just something that something that you may end up eating, which we are going to end up eating.
Right.
So it's important to know that part of the work, from the sacrifice to the prayer, but also the preparing of the sacred meat and the sacred foods from the rituals, so that the people that come to the party and the supporters can eat from the ashe of that meat and the blessing that goes into that sacrifice. So yes, it's been a great week. It was my personal festival. I give thanks to everybody who came. It was a great celebration. There's another celebration going on right now for my job. They just pulled me off the drum.
Yes, we just pulled Baba Shola off the drum. Kila. Hey, Baba, 20 minutes later. Kila.
I can't help it. I love it. So, yeah, the work, the work that it takes. It's long, grueling hours.
Yeah.
It's dirty. It's filthy. It's shitty. It's smelly. It's sweaty. You might cut yourself in the process. It's a lot. It's a lot that goes behind
the scenes,
the glamour of the culture. It's a lot that goes into it. Yeah, so just thank everybody for coming to celebrate with us. We really appreciate it. We really, really appreciate it. especially Baba Rashan and Enel Reed. Those people are my Showboat family, our Showboat family. Give thanks to Baba Coyote. I go both my Coyote if I need. I go Showboat for teaching us and helping us to learn and train. So yeah, give thanks.
Ashe. I want to give a shout out to Cash Brand. That's what shirt you want, right?
Oh yeah.
Hey, partner. Cash Brand. Create a steady hustle.
Yes.
Follow their IG. Hold on, give me a second. Cash LLC.brand. Ask for Sam, yeah. Ask for Sam.
Good young brother, man.
Okay. Go follow that right now, man. Cash LLC.brand. Ask for Sam. He customized orders, shirt color, letter colors, and do special orders too.
Customer service, all that
Yeah.
good stuff, man.
Y'all talking about Gucci, Fendi, Prada.
For a little cash too.
Yeah. Support Cash Brand.
Support your family.
Cash Brand. LLC.brand. Sam, what's up? And like I said, if y'all want us to shout y'all business, I send the clothes up here. We aware.
Yep. 3X.
3X. What you need, bro? Schmidt. You know, Schmidt, the small and the medium, you know, the little bit in between. And follow Trust Gone Clothing.
Follow Trust Gone.
CEO.
We got our brother, Deji. We've been talking about the brand for every week on the show.
Now here go the CEO.
Yes.
What is, man? Them folk won't follow now, boy.
Oh, they have the website, www.trustgone.clothing. Instagram, Trustgone Clothing.
And we wearing it regularly.
Right.
It's our brother.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can put a face with the brand. If you already went to look it up beforehand, now you can put a face with the brand. Yeah. This is our brother. So, if you need some promotion, you're just getting started, just getting going, send your shirts up here, send your hats up here so we can shout you out, so we can circulate some of this black dollar. We ain't talk about that this week, but we always talk about that. Make sure that we continue to circulate our black dollar amongst our people. Also follow Egbe Orisha Ifa Temple. If you're interested in learning the basics or advanced knowledge about the Orisha tradition, please follow Egbe Orisha Ifa Temple. And you'll be able to find classes on dance, history, language, everything. Even knowledge pertaining to the African diaspora. Even though we are a Yoruba temple, we have many friends and family who practice other things. So we consider ourselves a place where you can have access to whatever your destiny, wherever your destiny leads you. You find a place to be that's safe for you, that's comfortable for you in Akal, Voodoo, Lukumi, wherever. We got people. So we consider ourselves, incubator. But you can come here and learn classes on all different kinds of African spirituality. We also have a children's African dance class that's starting the first weekend in March. It's Saturday at 10 o'clock here at the temple. That's 4960 Covington Highway, Suite 4. That's Decatur, Georgia. Please come and support the sister. Bring your children out. so they can learn African dance. And the drummers that play for the class, they're also youth as well. So, you know, they'll be able to like connect with people their age, and it'll be only they'll be only in their setting, which is important. It's important because youth need to see youth doing great things. And the sister who teaches the class, her name is Sister Asada. I've known her for 15 years or so, even more. She's an excellent dancer. She's an excellent sister. She teaches as well, and she's a very powerful African-centered sister. So yeah, check out those classes. They start first weekend in March, Saturday at 10 o'clock, 4960 Covington Highway. So I want to talk about a couple things because dealing with the work this week all day, starting at 9 o'clock all the way to about 9, which I think we did great on time. Depending on all that we had to do.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? All we had to do, I think that 12 hours was very efficient.
You know,
and you know, I'm very proud of the students, you know, the people who come and stick in there and learn. You know, you can see the progress, you know, work that would have taken us into 1 in the morning. We were done about 9 o'clock, 9:30. All the animals plucked, all the animals gutted, everything wrapped up, cleaned, all their reaches fed, you know, pots, vessels cleaned off, you know, even the area straightened up and everything. And I feel like that it's imperative that we get to that level, not just in Orisha, but every part of our life, to where you become so efficient at your craft or your job or whatever. But yeah, what took us into the middle of the night, you know, we ended up out of here by 9 o'clock. We kicked it a little bit longer, but the work was already done. Felomon, Eshu, Oshun, Ifa, Wumila, and Waya, Songo. We fed everybody and all those times, washed the vessels, everything. Global Orisha. So what does it take? You know, is it okay just to reap the benefits of being a practitioner and not do that work? Is it, you know, can you just come and get your Orisha service, come get your reading, come get your elbow? Can you just do that and still get the same result as a person that puts in the extra hours, takes the time to study, or even stays late to help clean birds? Like, yeah, you know, how does that equate to blessings? Time put in, you know, how does that equate to blessings? I'm about to go back to
Jennifer?
hello.
Jennifer? I mean, it's like, you know, you put in the blood, sweat, and tears, you know what I'm saying? So it's different, man. I mean, some people, everybody's different, right? So you got some folk that like to dig, and you got some people that don't like to dig.
Right. Bush brought beer.
Right.
And we enjoyed it.
Right.
You know, he put in no hours, you know,
Right.
but the 3 cases of beer that he brought,
Right.
I think
I told
points to
him.
putting in 2 hours of
2 hours
chicken work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because shit, I
It's
drank
the
5 of
same
this.
right.
Bill, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'm asking that question because sometimes we equate
Yeah.
getting dirty, hands-on work, you know, to more blessing, or like I guess more physical activity.
Yeah.
You know, to more blessings, to where, you know, somebody's out of town that sent the $5 cash app because they really wanted to help.
Yeah.
Couldn't be here, but they only had $50 and sent $5, you know.
But guess what though? That $5 helped. Cause there might have been $5 for the tax on the elbow, some of the items for the elbow. So without that,
Case of water.
right? So without that $5, we wouldn't have had it. So it helped turn that wheel too. It helped get to the destination we go.
Mm-hmm. So we can't be like Olu DeMarty. Try to act like Olu DeMarty and judge people. Well, you ain't.
Yeah.
I'm the one in the
You
front.
ain't-
They ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. I did the libations. I did the Mojuba. He ain't did nothing, Bob. But hey,
Just not.
he did more. Right.
There you go. He just did not. He did something. It doesn't look like it's something he did.
Yeah.
But it's something. It's taking a whole bunch of different something to make it all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if everybody doing all the work, ain't nobody gonna bring the bill.
And I need that bill.
You know what I'm talking about?
I need that bill.
Whatever it is. A bunch of ways.
Yeah.
Let them get all judges.
Yeah. Many ways to help. Many.
Get that same blessing.
Many. You know, to come in and just like Naja. Shout out to Mother Earth on Instagram. After everything was over, everybody dead tired. Nobody could lift that vacuum, bro.
Mhm.
She vacuumed the whole spot.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Mother Earth.
And that was like the huge gift. That was like,
Thank you.
Yes.
because I ain't had no more energy. Everybody was dead. We drunk, we sang, we ate, we talked, we kicked it. I had no more energy. But the floor needed to be done. So, you know, I'm just bringing this point up because when we are looking at the Orisha, we're looking at the different personalities of the Orisha and how they apply in our life and blah, 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 all of that. Sometimes the person that's there sitting is bringing just as much blessing as the Ogun child that's picking up,
Throwing everything.
Right.
carrying, you know, because that person could be just pinpointing or troubleshooting. Every little thing that they see, they taking care of that, taking care of that, taking care of that. I had to learn that over a period of time too, because they're always, this is one of my struggles, you know. So yeah, for a long time, oh, you ain't picking up now, you ain't working. But that ain't.
But what's crazy, look, I don't want to cut your signs. Because look, remember I just walked in here the other day and asked you, I said, what are you doing? Sit down. You ain't working on it. But like you said, like what you just said.
Yeah, Quab, they didn't help me to see a better way.
Okay, right.
So it's that story, but I'm gonna make it outside. So all my nephews, they know
Listen
that I
up.
always got work for them. Always. Anytime you want something to do, I got something to do. But they're like, shoot, Papa gonna pay you this, but he gonna work you for like 10 hours.
It's just some money.
So I'm like, dang, man, it's like that,
Oh shit, working there.
So when Amina comes, you know, Trey, all them come, like, oh, it's good. Yeah, come on, I got plenty to do, So now I just let the kids be kids, you know, I just let them, you know, I don't work, I have to do some things, you know, so they can learn responsibility, you know, care for the temple, care for where you at, care for your home and that, but, you know, if I see your face, I'm not gonna always make you do something. Because kids' laughter and them playing in the floor and enjoying each other is also a blessing. Because 15 years from now, those relationships will still be strong because they were built in the temple. played in the temple. They prayed together, rolled around on the floor, and did all of that together.
Me and Deja talked about that before with Juju and London. Like how they met. Like you say, Juju asked, I gotta play date with London, Daddy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My daughter told me yesterday, she said, I want to go to Nigeria with Dede. Dede is Ajishafe's daughter, twin. Baba Ajishafe. I want to go to Nigeria with Dede. So we want to get initiated together. I was like, oh, that's great. You know, it's I start thinking, like, yeah, they've known each other since birth. And they always been tight. Always. Even though they don't see each other all the time like they used to. Airtight. You know, and that right there cannot, I mean, you can't put a value
On that.
You can't put a value on that. Yeah. And positive bonds. They ain't doing that negative. They on some spirituality at a young age. Like, yeah, we're creating something that we haven't seen yet. So yeah, you know, it's you know, it's important to look at, you know, what the team is doing, because the punter is just as important as the quarterback.
Right. Because if the punter's sorry, the coach get fired.
You ain't got good field position. Football reference.
Right. Bad knees reference.
So how many times have you seen how many times have you seen ceremonies? I'm just touching on the weekend. Because one thing about yesterday and where we just left, there was very good energy. Like real good energy. Even though there are people from all over. And you know, usually when you bring different dynamics in the room, it's some little stuff, you know, going on.
It was a vibe.
Yeah. All the way.
It was a vibe.
Yeah, all the way. And people who had never been here were like, yeah, man, this felt great. I'm sensing the energy. It was really good. I was dropping somebody off and I ended up staying the whole time, you know, that kind of thing. And I don't know nothing about this, but it feels good, you know. So bring up the question, how many times have you been to a place? Not even just a bembe, anywhere. When you go, immediately you see or feel, I don't need to be here.
Oh yeah, off top. Yo, you walk in, oh boy, I'm gone, boy. Then you sitting at the house, new. Why would you do? But I done been places before. I ain't going nowhere. Perfect example. I'm glad you brought that up. When we went down to Florida, Tampa. Shout out to the Tampa family.
Olordi Temple
Okay.
and Olordi Temple in Tampa and Awolola.
Right.
Ati Puerto Yeah.
The energy.
Oh yeah.
Perfect example.
We ain't know nobody.
We didn't know nothing.
Not one person, not really.
E5 Festival.
Yeah.
We was there for the bowl. Sing. You draw.
Well, we knew the
Right.
Olordi Temple, but before that, the
Right.
spiritual world, we ain't know any of those brothers. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's perfect strangers.
Soon as we walked up the steps, walked through the house, walked up the steps, energy. Okay. Nobody was.
It was all love.
It
But
was
then it went to another level when you heard the Oshobo chants
Right.
coming out the back. I'm like, oh, this is family.
Right.
We about to get to work. Oh, it was awesome. Making a mural,
Right.
spiritual water, chanting T5, giving OBT5.
Masaki.
Awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And our vibe was pleasant. We was just so happy to
Right.
be in a space that was cool.
Right.
Because when you go to different elays and parties, sometimes it be that
Who is this?
that muckiness.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that. So Yeah, it's important to create that, you know, and you can't just it don't just happen. It don't just happen. And being diplomatic is, I think, key.
Right.
Being diplomatic.
We all, it's the same goal though. I would say. I mean, I don't have a problem with this person because they chant different. As the conversation come up because they house do that. They do that way. We all still try to get E-Ray, regardless.
Mhm. Yeah.
That don't make him get to the finish line no more different than me. Because he said a word that way, or put that herb in it, or got a word for that word. Still trying to keep the police off of us. Still trying to feed our kids, wife, family. It's the same goal. So that don't mean I can't go sing, dance, and drum with them and pray. Oh, Baba, they ain't saying it like that. Man, is you damn crazy? You know what I'm saying?
It's like that out here. Don't go sing and pray with them. Don't go pray with them. Don't go pray with them because they this and they that. And true enough, from the other backside of it,
Right.
yes, there are places where you do not want to go.
Right.
But
I'm saying meaning for the people that's really focused. I'm saying that really take the tradition seriously. Right. That's what I'm saying.
right,
The seriousness.
working on balanced character,
Right.
you know, unity and those things. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, nah, man.
I think one of the keys to it is that we should focus on what we're learning. If everybody focus real good on what they learning and in their lane, that will make them better priests in their lineage. One. Then, when you cross the sea or cross the river or go to the other town or go to the other E-lane, you're standing firm in the things that you know from your lineage.
Right.
And if they ask you, pray or sing or, you know, whatever they ask you to do, you do it in your lineage well, I think that brings a lot of respect between the different lineages. Because I've been around many Babalawos. And, you know, when the Lukumi Babalaos come, you know, we say it's your bay, they say ayo yo go. Respect. You know, when we do our ayo yo go or, you know, or other chants that we do, they say, you know, respect. So I think that place of yeah, but you got to work to get to that. But before you get to that, training, study, so that you don't have to have fear about going somewhere else, or you and your students going somewhere else, or visiting other E-lays, or, you know, partnering up with other people to do other things, because you're sound in your foundation. Your students are sound that this is what we are. That don't mean we can't connect with you though. Right? Why not? And this is my personal opinion and my belief. This ain't got nothing to do with Ifa, Odu, or anything. My personal belief, this is my opinion and personal belief, that I feel like Olodumare might have separated all these pieces so that eventually, when we do get to the point of unifying in some kind of way, that we'll be able to connect our knowledge as opposed to separate it.
I see the unity though. I see it coming.
But it's rare. It's very rare. Like we have a real interesting situation in Atlanta. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, we get talk shit about all the time, but our unity is, I haven't seen it like this. To where people that practice traditional Ifa and about that and practice Lukumi and they're about that, maybe from the village lineage, they're about that, even Contemplate, the Capoeira brothers, you know, they all Contemplate too. Like, to be able to like be in the same space and there's no conflict, that's very, very rare. Outside of like Cuba, outside of Haiti and places like that, that have figured this shit out 300-400 years ago, that well, Malcolm said, throw your religion in the backyard and let's talk about what we gotta do together. The commonality. And if we find the commonality in our religion, even better. We're even in a better position than they were, 60 years ago.
Yeah.
Because all of these different sects or these different perspectives, they all call Shango, or they all call one Orisha with a blade, or with a knife, or with an axe, something like that. So we have a better base to find the commonality. But it's not like that in other places.
Well, it said the veggie back off of that.
Veggie back.
It's a good quote for this right now. It says, "Our culture, our history, is the antidote to genocide." Our culture, our history, is the antidote to genocide. So with the unity, as you said, Barbara, coming in one place, no drama. So when our children see that from other Elays, hey, my mama didn't do this, my mama didn't do this, bam, coming together. Then they gonna trickle down.
First of all, it ain't enough of us to be separated.
Right.
Just as a drummer, it's not enough drummers
No,
to
really,
be
yeah.
separated, bro. I mean, just what I do alone. Like, it ain't enough of us. It ain't enough of us to be like, you the Yoruba drummers, you the Look at Me drummers.
Mhm.
Like, it ain't enough of us.
Yeah.
And that applies in a lot of our different areas of our culture. So, our culture. So, what comes to mind is Quilombo. We talk about our culture. Because we have a different experience than our brothers in Nigeria.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, our culture is that, but it's also this too.
Mm-hmm.
So how the Quilombos did, they didn't, they had their different chiefs, they had their different tribes, but when it came to figuring out what we're gonna do to push back our oppressor, even fight them, they came together. IT the same way. I mean, just the whole system of Lukumi, there's Abakwa, there's Yoruba, there's Native American. I mean, it's a lot that's mixed into that. But in some way, we haven't figured out how to unify that and still stay in our lane. For some reason.
Well, everything takes time though. Everything takes time. My baby might figure it out. Your baby might figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's happening though. It's happening.
Yesterday's show. The Oshun.
And the Khan was in the building too.
The
Khan was in
Oshun.
the building yesterday.
The Oshun Festival show. When the Oshun Festival here, deep. Everybody. People from the streets.
From the where?
Streets.
From who?
Streets. Streets.
I hear you.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
We talk about triple OG. Sam Tattoo. Teardrop. 8 teardrop. At the river. Crying. I done seen it.
Yeah, man. You know, if our people don't believe in nothing else, they believe in fire. And to take it back 70 years, 80 years, our people don't believe in nothing, they believe in voodoo, or at least afraid of it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, at least. So how we've dealt with it in this day and time, it's out, it's accepted. You know, people looking at it like a religion, not just like something that is, for killing, hexing, and hate. Yeah, our people have, I guess, a better opportunity, to deal with these traditions that have been looked at like straight devil worship for a long, long time, especially in the Bible Belt down here where we at.
Sometimes still enough.
Yeah.
It does work. Some people.
Some people really crazy.
Yeah, people getting that from their families. People.
And, it's also just the Western train of thought. If it ain't God, it's the devil. So ain't this, it's that. Has to be.
We good though. We still
Yeah,
good.
that's
We always still good. We still going like that. So we have to just send the people to Facebook. Facebook.
On this?
Yeah, you remember to send it to Facebook, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and YouTube. So we on live now. So like,
It's live. It's live over there.
Live. We live on YouTube though.
But the Instagram went off.
Yeah. See.
Oh, that was an hour?
Yeah. Still go. Still go. We out for doing festival. It ain't no. Yeah. We still go, bro. Sorry, folks.
We still drinking.
Yeah.
I mean, talking.
So we just, the hoodoo aspect of it.
Who do I expect that?
No, not of the tradition. I was speaking on hoodoo, meaning people from the South practicing, doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm. What they can remember from Africa.
Africa. So, yeah. It's next free.
That's what people saying.
Mm-hmm. We can see it when we go back to it though.
Yeah, we still live right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people doing the religion now, the belief in it is not attached to fear. It's respect.
Right.
Shout out to Chief in the West End, Chief of my dad. Old school, bye. It's been put there and worked for many, many years. But yeah, our people that, one thing they believe in not, I'm noticing it's like Ifa, where this person may not apply respect after the day.
But when it comes to the tradition,
It's
Man,
100% full.
I've seen posts on Instagram, people like, oh, none of the new elate faith. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? But they go back to the triple OG, fresh off the block to the Botanica getting flyers trying to see where the next event is. So, but it's a study out on the pewresearch.org saying, why are millennials leaving Christianity?
Going down.
What is that? What was that?
Why are millennials leaving Christianity?
What was that site?
Pew Research. Hold on. Pew Research.
PEW.
.org. Let me double check it right quick.
for it.
Yeah, I get a lot of my facts from them. And Pew Research.org, and it's an article on there. They talk about why are millennials leaving Western religions. I guess what it is, the big three: Islam, Christianity, whatever the third one is. Judaism. And they saying basically like Jesus and Muhammad ain't did nothing for them. And they saying like, they're becoming more in tune with themselves, learning how to praise nature, Orisha worship.
Yeah. But then there's the political piece that goes with that. So this was happening 20 years ago as well. The people were going to like Eastern sciences,
Right.
Buddhism, and that.
Yeah.
But because of the political climate, people are getting back to black,
Right.
and are looking for nature in something black and something African.
Right.
And I feel like that's, why we have such an influx of people coming to Ifa and Khan, these other ATRs.
Right. But I think the younger generation are wiser too. I love the young folk, man.
Yeah.
Me and Duke would just talk about that. I love the young folk, man. They brilliant. And shit, I be shocked with some of the stuff they be saying, you know what I'm saying? That they thought process.
Make it fun and easier.
Right. And they can't, it's not easy to persuade them. Tricknology. They gonna research, study, and then I think that's more to do with the advanced technology. You got everything in your hand. Hold on, boy, let me Google that. Boy, you're lying, hold up. So that's a part of learning as well. So, man, I like the young folk. Like I say, man, they do their thing. Shout out to the young people, man.
All the youths.
Uncle Bo ain't got no problem with you.
OGs love y'all, man. For real, man. We try to leave y'all something. For real.
Right. Uncle Bo ain't got no problem with you, man. For real. Right. Shout out to the young folk, man.
Turn up.
I said that father folk sitting there banging.
Right. 28 years old. Right.
Yeah. Because when you was coming up, listening to whatever you was listening to, your parents be like, "What's that bullshit?"
Right.
Bone sounded like your mama. Like that shit.
What is he saying?
Then you be like, "Damn, you ain't doing music," but then we turn around and do the same thing.
Cut that off.
Shit like
You want to hear that fucking thing?
Yo.
Yeah, man, y'all do y'all thing, man. And keep being creative, innovative.
Create jobs.
I don't listen to Bone no more. I'm sure I don't.
I can't even
That
listen
was
to
the-
it, man.
I don't mind hearing the song too, but I ain't shit. I don't want to sit down and listen to no whole.
Shout out to the Cleveland family. Hold on, man. You had them folk goddamn. They love Bone up that huddle.
They got something new they listen to too, though.
They do. It's a new artist named Cunny's son. Cunny's son. Woo.
Connie's son.
Cunny's son.
He from
He from Cleveland. He. Yeah.
You in touch with the streets?
Oh yeah, man. I love the streets, man. Yeah, man. I love the streets.
Touch with these young people.
You gotta be in touch with the streets. You gotta see what's going on. I can't get too. I'll never get like that though. I want to always be touch the people. What's happening? Kick it. Cause the people is what make you, man. They are.
Yeah.
Fake card good.
Shout out to what they be. Yeah, that way.
Take care of that. I love you, baby. Eddie Doane. What's up, bro? Take care of that.
Hold on, I always laugh.
Take care of that.
Last one, every time. Oh, yeah.
Take care of that. Take care of that.
Oh, man.
But, well, family, I guess, you know.
Yeah, we had fun tonight, y'all.
We partied
all night.
last night.
I'm tired, man.
We partied. So yeah, shout out to Ifa Orumila and then
Boy.
for arranging good destinies.
Ashe.
Rearranging destinies into good destinies.
Okay.
Ashe.
To all the people who came to our celebration yesterday, blessed with all or ire, abundance, love, wealth,
Ashe.
good health.
Ashe.
Please. Yes, we did the work. We're looking for the blessings to come, enough to be able to share with other people. That
Sure.
much. That
Sure.
much. Yeah, until next year, we'll be singing the praises of Ifa, singing the praises of the Orisha and the ancestors. So we give thanks to all our listeners and viewers and family. We were late tonight because it was me. I was drumming at the other ceremony.
We had to pull Baba, Ifashola out. Kila. I'm gonna probably stay around that drum.
So yeah, until next week.
We'll be on time next week. And hopefully we'll have more viewers, but we'll send people over.
And you gotta ask questions.
They probably do.
Sign off to the night. Peace and blessings. Odabo.
Oda.
So, what do you know? So, show ball.
To your dog. This show you how many viewers on this.